Hey y'all, it's your girl Phi Da Diva and your favorite entrepreneur. I'm excited.
The recording has started.
I'm excited. As you all know, I'm back. So I'm not just going live here on the podcast. No, not popular.com. But I always like to get some feedback for you guys as well. So I hope y'all are ready and excited because listen, I know I always say it right, but today is a good one. It's a good time. And so let's go ahead and get ready to get into it. All righty. So how's everybody feeling today? I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I hope that today have brought you a good one. I want to thank you guys for joining me live on the No Not Popular podcast, Lunchin with Phi. That's what I like to say, Lunchin with Phi. So y'all can grab your food, grab your drinks, and come on out so that we can have a good time and talk about some tea. Now, as you know, go to nonotpopular.com so that you can see the call-in number. Today's topic is a good one, okay? Get your food, turn your speakers up because it's about to go down. And as a disclosure, I just want to say, don't blame the messenger. Do not blame me for nothing that I talk about, honey. I only talk about what I see and what I hear. If I don't see it or if I don't hear it, then I'm not going to talk about it, okay? So this is what I do. This is what the people quote. This is what I enjoy. So guess what? Okay. If you don't want to be on the list, okay, then hey, I'd say just keep it cute. Keep it cute and keep it mute, okay? But no, seriously. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So today's topic is top shows that I love to hate. So make sure you join our chat room here on Not Popular. or go to the No Not Popular podcast and you can chat inside, or you can get the number so that you can call in. And when you call in, I want to hear about your topic. I want to hear about some shows that you always watch, but it's like, ooh, I can't stand them. Okay. But before we get started with our topic of the day, let's talk about some hot topics that have been in the news lately. Okay. So first up, Serena Williams reportedly was denied access to one of Paris's fine dining restaurants. Okay, it's going down in Paris, clearly. The name of the restaurant is the Peninsula Paris, and this happened during this week during the Olympics after taking her kids to apparently a restaurant that she frequented at one time. Unfortunately, on this occasion, she was turned away. Now, after clearly being flabbergasted, okay, by these actions, she went to her Twitter and posted with a tag. Like she ain't just post, she tagged the company in it. And she said, yikes, I've been denied access to eat in an empty restaurant. So now when the Peninsula Paris saw the message, they immediately apologized and cleared up the error, now rumor, by saying they were actually booked for that day, which is why Miss Williams was not allowed access. Now, this is where I was shocked, okay? I was like, okay, what's going on? Because y'all know that Serena is loved by many. But what happened was, and now this is on the Twitter, the fans of, I'd say clearly they were supposed, okay? But the fans replied to Serena's post, get this, bashing Serena. Okay. They wasn't like, no, Serena, usually when the celebrities or anybody for that matter, they talk about, I know I've made posts several times and was upset. Now, of course, I don't have this huge fan club that say, go get them, Felicia, but nobody ever came and bashed the girl. They had comments as far as calling Serena a privileged brat who needed to apologize. Baby, this was a lot for even me. And that wasn't it. It was just lines. I saw more of people bashing Serena for just basically saying her piece. Okay. She was upset. She felt the way. And the fans, I think it was the fans of the restaurant, because when I tell you they was coming hard, honey, they was coming hard. And yeah, it's like this whole scenario kind of turns around. You know what I'm saying? Now, more of my news can be found on topnotchnews.com/TV. So you always can read the articles there. And y'all know I just come to the podcast and talk about them. They all work hand in hand. News on the website, then I come over and I tell y'all about it. All right. So yeah, that was a shocker. Serena was just enjoying herself in Paris and she had the kids with her. So I think that also kind of, escalated the emotions for her. Like, okay, I got my kids with me. I'm always coming here, because when you ask somebody and, just her tweet, I feel like maybe she knew the restaurant owners or managers, or she frequented them a lot, to where she felt comfortable telling them, hey, what's going on? Usually I come, y'all lay out the red carpet, because y'all know the celebrities are used to the red carpet. Okay. And on this particular occasion, it just wasn't working. But it was a little disappointing. I can't fabricate to see all of the responses from the fans. I'ma say foes, okay? But to see those responses, I would say that it was a shocker for me. I didn't know what to say. But speaking of the Olympics, let's move on. Let's discuss some good news, okay? Simone Biles, oh, she just the cutest. She continues to win at the 2024 Olympics this week, despite having somewhat of a minor setback on the balance beams. Although she placed fifth and was not able to receive a medal, Biles came back doing floor exercise and finished with the silver medal. Like, honey, she was doing her thing, okay? Winning. After winning her 4 medals earlier in the Olympics, Simone posted to her IG beautiful picture, saying more than my wildest dreams. Guys, I had to give a shout out to Biles, not only because she is the absolute cutest little lady I've seen, but she also is repping Texas, as she was raised by her grandfather in the Spring, Texas suburbs. For those who are not from Houston, don't worry, you may as well say Spring is Houston. Okay, a little suburb, little neighborhood right outside. Okay. So as I read about Biles, I admired her story on having to move from Ohio, which is where she was born with her mom, to be raised by her grandfather, and just staying committed to her dreams and what she loved to do. So I have to give a huge shout out to her for how far she has come, being considered as one of the most decorated and greatest gymnasts of all time. So much love and appreciation for her and to her. Keep going, Diva. Don't give up. And this is for everybody, and there was others that are winning in the Olympics, but I just wanted to stand out just from researching, and I saw, just some of the things that she had to go through. And, a lot of times we have two options in life. We can give up or we can keep going. Okay. We can take adversity or take situations, because regardless of if she lived in the suburbs in Spring, and her grandfather did the best and most likely did the best for her, raised her right, as we can tell, it still is a lot to be taken from your mom, or to had to leave your mom, or, just whatever the situations was. So, you want to give kudos to those who continue to stand strong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you definitely can find the Olympic stories for with Serena and with Simone. You can read more about them on the website, topnotchnews.com/TV. Now, to continue on our Houston natives, okay, because this is the hot topics segment. I haven't even jumped in yet to even start going on the topic of the day, which is the TV shows that I love to hate. Okay, but to continue with my Houston natives, Simone is a Houston native, even though she was born in Ohio. She was raised in Houston. So another Houston native is, we want to give a shout out to singer and actress Letoya Luckett. After failed marriage to Tamika's Walker, I'm gonna say Tommy, honey. I hope he go by Tommy. But that was a failed marriage. They didn't work out, but we did see them on TV. They had their own reality show. It didn't work, and he was something else, because I think he was like, he always posting just crazy stuff about being a player and all this stuff. So good dodge. But Letoya has again found happiness in the new love of her life, entrepreneur Taleo Coles, in a private ceremony that went viral after not only did Walker throw a little shade, but where she posted her loving vows to her new man, titling her post "Answered Prayer." In the video, you could see her new hubby wiping away the tears as she spills her heart out. It was just too cute, y'all. It was just too cute. And Letoya placed that on her Instagram. Well, do your thing, Miss Lucky. We ain't going to say you have luck. We're going to say you have love this time, okay? Congratulations to the couple, and we wish them so much success. It really is a lot with the reality shows, and as y'all know, I've been in the world a little bit, working with Chevelle Moore. Hey, Diva. And it's a lot putting your life out there, and just having to tell the world what's going on. So it was one thing to see one relationship, and then Letoya's relationships, they actually played out quite a few of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wish her luck for this new time in her life, and that's all that matters. But and now for the topic of the day. Y'all know when you come to the show, no, not popular, you want to get in, because guess what? I know y'all are on lunch. I know y'all are eating y'all food, drinking y'all drink, turning the radio up and enjoying, right? But your girl don't stay for long. And we are at the topic of the day, the shows I love to hate. Don't forget to chat with us live or call in your feedback to 425-436-6355. And the access code is 315-5542. But you can go to knownnotpopular.com and all this information is there, because guess what? I want to hear about some of you all's favorite shows. Now, if I'm going to fast, simply visit, if I'm going too fast, just go to the website and get our call-in number with the access code, okay? As well as gain access to all of our playbacks, because you know that the No Not Popular podcast is on all podcast platforms. So you can go and click and you can see which platforms we're on, which is all of them: Spotify, iHeart, even YouTube, honey. You are up. If you want to hear the No Not Popular podcast with your girl Phi, the options are there for you, okay? But first, I'm going to take a brief break and give you guys a message, okay? Be right back.
This session is no longer being recorded.
On this edition of Top Notch News, okay? On this edition of Top Notch News, okay? On this edition of Top Notch News, okay? What's up, man? It's your boy, Keith Parrish. Y'all go to topnotchnews.com/TV and see what I'm talking about, okay? Follow your boy on Facebook, Keith Parrish. Follow me on Instagram, Keith_DB Parrish. Yeah.
All right, y'all, and I am back. Because I wasn't going to take no long break now. Y'all know your girl wasn't going to take a long break, but had to give y'all, got to let you know a little something. And not only that, if you ever want to place your ad here on the No Not Popular podcast or on topnotchnews.com, hit us up, let us know, okay? So with today's topic, the shows I love to hate. How many people have shows that they love to watch, but when watching them, some type of emotion come through? Like either you like, oh, that's so sweet, or you like, ooh, they just getting on my nerve. Like y'all know I am a reality TV lover, okay? But I'm telling you, some of the things these celebrities do literally have me yelling and screaming or saying to myself, I wish they would try me like that. I mean, seriously, y'all, and I know I'm not the only one, y'all. It's like but that's what entertainment is for. It's to get the emotions. It's to keep you entertained, give you something to do when you're not hustling, working, grinding, okay? So let's take, for instance, my very first show that I love to hate. It's really every Real Housewives that's on Bravo. Okay. I've literally watched them all. At one time, I only watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay attention, but then they started doing the little breakouts, and I started seeing the other castmates or the other cast. I don't know whether to call reality stars celebrities or not. I'm gonna go with celebrity, okay? Now, even though some of them only do these reality shows, we're gonna still say celebrity. So, yeah, but initially I just watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta and old Real Housewives of Atlanta. The new season is coming back, and I'm really excited about that. But honey, I'm like season 1, 3, 2, 3 with my girls Nene, Phaedra, who I hear is coming back. So I don't know. But recently, the New Jersey cast has been going at it, okay? And when I say they are mad, okay? First, I got to tell y'all, from watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey, I'm not messing with not one Italian ever in my life. Not one, baby. They go hard. I thought Real Housewives I thought Kenya did a lot. But either she fits in well with New Jersey or these ladies are just something else. But one of the main things is that I don't understand is why Teresa and her brother are going at it so hard. It actually kind of make me sad. I mean, for years, Melissa and Teresa had beef, and although Joe, which is Teresa's brother, would definitely have his wife's back, he remained neutral most of the time, literally showing his love for the family and his sister. But it seems as though this season, his disdain for Teresa's new husband, Louis, is causing even more hate for Teresa. And y'all, you have to watch the Real Housewives of New Jersey. You probably have to go back a few seasons if it's going to be a new show for you, to kind of seeing, okay, how Joe and his sister was. First of all, Joe was a family guy, period. And him and his sister was always close. His wife, Melissa, and Teresa, they did not get along a lot. I mean, throughout the seasons, they'd always have a little, little something going on with each other, but Joe kind of remained neutral. But these two, they aren't the only ones with beef, though. I just love me some Teresa, and no, it's not because she followed me on Twitter. Well, yeah, it is. But even with that, I just really didn't understand what was going on with them. But on top of the family feuds, these ladies have big beef amongst each other. And who you do not want to mess with is Margaret Joseph. She's something else. She is something, and that's when I say her and Kenya, I don't know, they wouldn't what, but I'm gonna even say Margaret is even beyond Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Baby, she is Taryn Jennifer, who was her friend at one time, and she was not friends with Teresa. This season they kind of made up. Margaret is not having it at all. I mean, I honestly don't think she will be returning this season. Jennifer, how bad Margaret has handled her. I mean, she spilled the beans on recently telling the ladies, because everybody thought Margaret was basically setting Teresa up on something, basically going back and forth with Teresa's now husband, his ex. She's been sending them to court and stuff like that. And Teresa felt like, even as far as brought her attorneys in and told the people that basically Margaret had something to do with it. So they went to this powwow, this dinner, and spilled the beans. Margaret was like, everybody coming in for me, but guess what? The real corporate here is Jen. And when I say oh man, I shouldn't have told. Spoiler. That's the very last show. So for those who haven't watched it, that quick spoiler. Yeah, basically Margaret is gonna tell all. Watch the very last show of this season with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Y'all, these ladies hit below the belt when it comes to husbands, children. Heck, they even be setting each other up in court. I'm just there like, okay, ladies, enough already. Like we got to try something different. Let's go somewhere else. I mean, when it comes down to people going to court, I think enough is enough, right? Or when it comes down to like going to people exes and then you want to talk about the exes and this and that, like what is going on? Y'all hate me that much? Y'all this mad at me that y'all want to call him my ex? The main thing is the ex is the ex for a reason. Now, I do know that last season, Teresa's husband, Louis, they were saying, not Teresa and Louis, but the cast, Margaret, her brother Joe, they were saying that basically Louis hired a private investigator to come out, find out more about these people. Louis denied this stuff. Even on the reunion last season, he never pulled out, and everybody putting out papers. Look, if you come for me, this is what I got. Wait, first of all, relax. I'm gonna need everybody to just go ahead and do a little relaxation going on here, and calm it down, because this season they came back just from, hearing in the wind that this man had an investigator or a private investigator. They just came back so hard on them. And even with Teresa, and I'm just like, goodness gracious. But listen, those are not the only ones. Those are just the only ones that I'm going to talk about, because your girl don't be on too long, and we already to 26 minutes in. So do follow up. Do go to the Real Housewives. This season is the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Go ahead, get caught up. The Real Housewives period across the board. If you want to get your tea, and let me tell you one more thing about the Real Housewives that I learned is that it shows you that money don't have nothing to do with people and how they act, baby. These people be rich, wealthy, and still acting up, cursing you out, fighting, doing everything, jumping across the table, honey. It still go down. So, enjoy yourself. That's top one. Now, my next two shows, they're gonna come together in one because they both are a part of the Zeus network. And when I tell you these next two shows really ruffle my feathers, however I watch them. That's the funny thing. You be like, Lord, but you still tune in. So the first one, number 2, is the Baddies and them doggone Aunties. Those are the two that I'm talking about. So let me start with the Baddies. But before, I'm gonna say I'm sick of them both. I am sick of them, but I do tune in. Okay, so let's be clear. Okay, but starting with the Baddies, Natalie, she swear it y'all. I literally go to the Baddies to watch fighting. Especially if I'm trying to get something off my chest or something, because y'all know I don't fight no more. Okay, I am too old for it. And you go to these shows, and I'm just like, Lord, did they do that? Oh my goodness! So I watch the Baddies for a little fighting and stuff like that, or whatever. But what I don't understand is Natalie swears to these ladies every week that she has their back and their best interest at heart, this and that. But baby, when you hear something about a house meeting, when she say, yeah, I was going to have it. Now everybody like, no, I don't want to attend, because you better get ready to take that wig off. Okay. If you try to do a house meeting, you better be able to take that wig off, because most likely it's getting snatched anyway. Okay. The crazy part is they know what's going on. These ladies already know. They literally, in my opinion, they signed up to fight. Okay. When you go to the auditions, if you see the audition tapes, they like, is she gonna take this? What she gonna do? How you gonna show me? And they show each other by just stealing off. And then when you steal off on a female, then you gotta go to see them in the house, because if y'all find, most likely they gonna let them through. They gonna come to the house. And this season, it's about 35 of them. Now, I know my number is a little exaggeration, but it's a lot. Okay. And that's because Natalie couldn't decide or she was scared, didn't want them to come for her. I don't know what made her pick all of these ladies or bring all of these ladies to the house this season. It was one young lady from the Zeus network. She was on Jocelyn's Cabaret. Now this is just a little tea that I heard and don't have nothing to do with the shows I love to hate, but she went on the podcast and basically said that the Zeus network basically be bringing the ladies in DTF. Okay, they get the house and they bring the ladies and then they have the men too. I'm not. That's just tea, honey. I don't know. But my crazy self be sitting there tuning in every Sunday to catch this drama that I love to hate. Okay, every Sunday I be like after I watch the show, I'm like, I just can't be dealing or doing while I'm watching the show. I'm like, man, I'm not dealing with this. They just upset me. Okay, and then it really boggles my mind when some of the ladies that were celebrities at one time, like Mariah Lynn, I believe Cash Dollars, all that, like they was at one time considered celebrities, and it's like, why are y'all on the baddies? Poor Mariah Lynn, honey, she done got in more fights than a little bit this season. Okay, and last season. But the one thing you must say about that young lady is she will fight. Now, I don't agree that she should, and I think she should hang up her hat because one, she too small to be doing all this. Her and honor, but and it's also breaking up friendships. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they hold it down. Me personally, I don't understand how you go from celebrity, you already a star, you already been on TV, and you kind of go backwards. I don't understand it, but one thing I do kind of understand is it got to be a bag behind them. Okay, because dude from Zeus also did something with Floyd Mayweather, so yeah, I think he be putting some money in to get these girls to come on this show, but why, I don't know. But the drum roll for my last one. Blah, 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 honey. It's these doggone aunties on the Zeus network. Tokyo Tony, Rick Ross' ex-baby mama, and Blueface mama, Carlisa, I believe. And Rick Ross' baby mama, I don't blame me. I just don't remember her name. But she is very funny and hilarious, okay? But I gotta follow her or find out a little bit more to remember the name. Y'all know I suck at names. Don't blame me on that one. And it might be a good thing that I don't remember some names. But when I tell you, this is the unfortunate thing about the Aunties show on the Zeus network. Tia Kemp is Rick Ross' ex. These ladies actually would have a good show, okay? But it's just a lot. All they do is curse each other out and yell over themselves. And the guests that come on the show, they yelling over them too. Like they'll ask a question, then start screaming. Ask a question, cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Now, surprisingly, Tokyo Tony be trying to hold a lot of the conversation. Carlisa, Blueface mama, she really quiet and laid back. And because Tokyo Tony always eating her up, she mostly reserved. But she do get in there, and then Tia is good as well, but them together, three, I don't know. And it's not like the ladies are trying to outdo each other. It's like they just giving, I don't like who I'm working with. Okay, this is the show that had me yelling and screaming. If y'all don't shut the good googly moogly up and let these people talk, honey, I'll be interested in who coming on the show. My girl Akbar was on there, and baby, but they handle it well. I will say they handle it well. Her and Darius. But I'll say if these ladies bring it down a bit, the show won't be half bad because separately, like I say, they each have a cool personality. You know, we watch them. Tia keeps people laughing, you know, online and offline. Now the rub teeth thing, I don't know what that's about, honey, but she got a nice set, so apparently they paid for it, and then maybe that's why. I don't know, because I haven't followed her like that. But Tia Kemp also been going off on a lot of people. She just always popping up, and she got a cool personality. So it could go well together, right? With all three ladies separately being cute, you know what I'm saying? And having their own type of personality. But again, until they be able to work things out amongst each other, it's gonna be a no. It's a no for me. Well, not really, because like I say, I do tune in on Sundays. These are shows that I love to hate. I'll make it through the baddies. But for the aunties, I be having a good 10 minutes, y'all. Sometimes 15. No, I made it through Darius. But the other ones, Akbar, who I really wanted to hear about, Darius, I kept it on. I think I was going in and out of the show though. Like I was watching and then I had other stuff going on. So the main thing is as long as I tune in that good 10 minutes, they gonna get credit for it. So my leaving after the 10 minutes with all that yelling, it ain't gonna hurt nobody. I think my age has just caught up with me, because I just can't do it no more. All the yelling, y'all, it gotta go. It gotta go. When it comes to the Auntie show on the Zeus network, I just wanna say, if y'all stop all that hollering and yelling, then things will actually work out good. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a great show. I think more people will tune in. Even me, I'll stay on because it's entertaining. All of them are entertaining, ladies individually. And if they pipe down, um, like Jen say, keep it cute and mute, but you can't keep them mute because we need them talking. But if they just calm down and kind of go with each other, follow the flow, let one person talk. If the guest is talking, allow them to finish before you cut them off because you want to get that tea, honey. Now, I think they also, they say a lot, but they don't say a lot. Because on Darius, I was thinking a little bit more, than what he gave. But then again, Darius was very good at interviews. So any rumors he shut down, he cleared up. And a lot of the guests, they come on and they be handling it. Now Miss Netta, your lunch is ready. Her and her boo, they went on the show, and then after that, her and Tia began fighting online. So yeah, I don't know. But those are my top three shows that I love to hate, okay? Every Real Housewife show, okay? I watch them, but I still be like, what's going on? And the Baddies, all of the Baddies, because I tune in every Sunday, and then my Aunties. Okay, I want to hear feedback on some shows that you guys love to hate, okay? To catch my live interactions while I'm watching the shows, I always go to Twitter. So check me out on Twitter at Felicia Song, and we can definitely chat about it. Thank you all for tuning in. That's my time. Hey, I've had so much fun. Like always, this is what I do. I appreciate everybody that is listening in, even though you might not have anything to say. I appreciate those who listen in. And I appreciate those who are going to play back once we post the show, okay? Don't forget our show is sponsored by Top Notch Global Enterprises, and you can visit topnotchnews.com as well as listen to our playbacks of the Known Not Popular podcast on all streaming platforms. Or visit knownnotpopular.com for more info. Until next time, y'all, it's your girl Phi. I hope you enjoyed your lunch, your drive, or you at the house chilling and got me turned up. Wherever you at, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Until next time, peace.
This
What's up, man? This go to topnotchnews.com/TV and see what I'm talking about, huh? Okay? Follow your bar on Facebook, Keith Parrish. Follow me on Instagram, Keith_DB Parrish. Yeah.